Hey, shalom, shalom. Hey, shalom, shalom. Hey, shalom, shalom, man. I hope I'm coming through loud and clear. All right. Real quick. Get this one in. Okay. All right. It's a real quick one, man. Okay. Fix my candles. That one broke. All right. It is not the Sabbath. Okay. I be seeing. I was just going through some stuff today. Going through a couple pages and seeing everybody talking about Shabbat this, Shabbat that. It's not the Sabbath, man. The Sabbath is according to moon cycles. All right? Hey, shalom. All right? Hey, first and foremost, all praises be to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Wakaha Kadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of the great millstone that rule well and teach well and sincerity taught us this truth. And shalom to the sincere Ahthams out there pushing and preaching this 100% doctrine. All right. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of the great millstone. Once again, that right there is a strong foundation. You got to have that strong foundation or you're going to be going off, man. Right? Holding yourself accountable. It's a lot of brothers and sisters on this app. Sisters, first of all, don't supposed to be teaching. Okay? It's a lot of brothers on this app don't need to be teaching. All right? Because what are you doing? You're leading people astray. You're leading people off. You're misleading people, man. Constantly. Let me get my sword. You are misleading people. Constantly. And that's what we seeing. The blind leading the blind. Right? Now you can have a zeal, but not according to knowledge, man. Okay? And that's what we seeing. A lot of these Israelites, whatever. A lot of these Israelites do not have knowledge. Look at this guy. This guy, you have no knowledge. Abdul, right? You said 10 tribes, then last 2 were obliterated and they were Muslim. That you have no knowledge, man. You guys are sottish. Ignorant. No knowledge. Following the white man's doctrine. Right? And you speak so confidently. And that's your main problem. You speak so confidently like Yahawah's not going to judge you still. He's going to judge you still. Okay? He's going to judge you still for having no understanding. Why am I? Yeah, you're lying. Because Genesis 49th chapter already disproves what you said. Genesis the 49th chapter prophesies that these tribes would be where they are today. And you have no understanding of it. All right? Look at your Hebrew, dude. Your Hebrew fucked up. All right, man, get your ass up out of here, dude. You people should not even be trying to teach. It's a sin. Because you are misleading brothers, man. Let's go to Jeremiah, the 4th chapter. And let's go to the 19th verse. My bowels, I am pained at my very heart. My heart maketh a noise in me. I cannot hold my peace because thou hast heard, O my soul, the sound of the trumpet, the alarm of war. Destruction upon destruction is cried, for the whole land is spoiled. Suddenly are my tents spoiled and my curtains in a moment. That's what's going on. My heart, my mind is pained because of what I hear from these weak-ass lessons, from what I hear from these weak-ass so-called prophets on this app, man, on TikTok, right? Because they don't got no elders. You don't got no type of structure, no type of foundation. You talking about it's the Sabbath today when it's not? You misleading brothers. You know how many times we got to correct brothers and sisters telling them that it's not the Sabbath? How many times do we got to fix what you done fucked up? How many times, man? Every single live, I have to correct somebody. Right? When if you brothers would have just sat your ass down and listened and learned for a couple years how we did, and then came up and taught correctly, right? We wouldn't have to teach nobody. We wouldn't have to correct the mess ups that you done gave them. Y'all done messed up the whole game, man. And it ain't no game, but y'all done messed up the truth that you done gave them. Y'all done messed up the whole game, man. And it ain't no game, but y'all done messed up the truth. But it's, all right? Verse 20, destruction upon destruction is cried, for the whole land is spoiled. Suddenly are my tents spoiled, and my curtains in a moment. Verse 21, how long shall I see the standard and hear the sound of the trumpet? For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children, and they have no understanding. None understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. You are wise to do evil. All right, look at this guy. Yehuda, you laughing at that dude, but your Hebrew fucked up. You laughing at somebody when you need to check yourself. You people are in a high-minded spirit, man. And y'all gonna have to come low. You ain't got no right to laugh at nobody when your shit fucked up. What's wrong with you people, bruh? Y'all need to study and be diligent. Sottish meaning stupid. That's our people. Thinking that you correct. Thinking that your shit don't stink. When it stinks. Fredo, you sottish. And we ain't here for that. You muted. Saying the tribes is wrong. If you don't agree with the chart, then leave. First thing y'all need to get through y'all mind. This is my live, nigga. This ain't your live, okay? This is my live, okay? You ain't gonna change nothing, all right? I'm teaching the truth. If you don't got the truth, you just don't got it. Then just leave. Go in the congregation of the dead, which you basically set up to be in, okay? That's what we do. I see a live I don't agree with, I leave. Exactly. So, But you type of people that want to come in alive and want to debate and want to be contentious, y'all the type of people, man, that got problems. Yeah, I know you laughing because he was wrong, but you should be laughing at your Hebrew, bruh. Yehuda ain't no E's, ain't no U's in the Hebrew. So that's why I'm telling you not to laugh. You got to first check yourself. You got to first examine yourself, or you falling in the same scripture. Okay? Brothers and sisters, if you break one law, you might as well be breaking them all. If you call it on a false god, then you might as well kill, steal, lie, commit adultery. You might as well have done it all. Right? So you by you worshiping a false god, what are you doing? You're breaking the law. So the same sin that this brother is committing, you understand? By saying that this tribe is, this chart is fake and all of that. You're basically committing the same thing. You're on the same level with him. So you have no business laughing at him. You understand that, brother? Take the rebuke, and we're going to give you the true names. Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Okay? Yahawah is the Father's true name. It means he is, he exists. All right? That's according to Exodus, the 3rd chapter, the 15th verse. Yahawashi means he saves. That's according to Matthew, the 1st chapter, the 21st verse. All right? You know? But why I'm telling you this is because I'm looking at your Hebrew already, right? So automatically, like this person, Yahusha, Hamashah, I'm already looking at their Hebrew, and we already, yeah, man, we can judge. You understand? We gonna judge you based off your Hebrew, first of all. Because we understand that whoever taught you taught you incorrect. That's the first thing we do. If I go through a live, I see like somebody named, like I just went through this dude's live. His name Prince the Israelite, right? He had these two dudes in there just talking, going back and forth. He wasn't doing anything. He wasn't moderating. He wasn't doing anything. He wasn't teaching a lesson or nothing. Most of these guys on here, they look at the truth as entertainment, which the truth is not entertainment. Okay? Whatever you do is supposed to be for the edification of the saints. It's supposed to be for the edification of the congregation. All right? Brother, you just talking. Okay? Because what you're not understanding is any brother that's truly in this truth can see that your Hebrew is incorrect. You got E's and U's in your Hebrew automatically. That's off. What is that? You don't understand what I'm talking about. Okay? This is the problem with you, a lot of you Israelites. Y'all don't want to take accountability. Y'all don't want to just say, I'm wrong. Can you help me? Y'all don't want to just admit that you don't know. Bruh, when I was a baby in this truth, I had to admit a lot of things I didn't know about the scriptures because I was taught wrong as a child. Okay? I didn't know the true names. I was calling on, first of all, as a kid from 1 to 18, whenever I could talk, we calling on Jesus, we calling on God. All right? Then from 18 to maybe around 24, 25, 26, I starting to understand that I'm an Israelite. So, boom, around 27, 28, I'm calling on Yahweh Yeshua. Okay? Then, stumbled upon a brother that's in GMS that helped me, and a brother that was on Twitter that I was making music with, that make beats. He knew the correct names. And he told me the correct names. And then the brother that was in GMS helped me even more by leading me to the elders. So then, from about 28 to now, I've been calling on Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. But guess what? During those times, I had to admit that I was wrong. I had to admit that I didn't know the name. I had to admit that I didn't know the Hebrew. I had to admit I didn't know how to keep the laws, commandments, and statutes properly. I had to admit. You know what that's called? That's called taking accountability. Okay? Once again, this person, the correct names are Ahaya and Yasha. That's off. Okay? But with that high-minded spirit, you ain't going to be able to admit. Because y'all don't have a contrite spirit. You can't subdue your own understanding. And I'm just loosely quoting a lot of scriptures, right? But you people don't have it. And this is what we telling you, Israelites. If you don't, I'm going to tell you right now, straight up, man. If you don't subdue your own understanding and turn back to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, you will not make it. You will not make it. And you can take it, you can hear it right now. But I promise you, man, when you are starving, when you are famished, when your kids can't eat, when you are eating your kids, because that's what you're going to do. You better look up what happened in 70 AD. Okay? When you are eating your kids, when you are doing these type of things, when you can't get no food from the government, when the trucks are shut down, in Jacob's trouble, what you going to do? Because, hey, you probably going to eventually take the sea-hip. Because you never had the true name. You never had that tower, which is Yahawah. You never had that. Okay? So, you never had it, really. So, you're gonna break down and you're going to run and take the sea-hip. You're going to serve Satan, Esau, Edom. Okay? And yeah, love less world, that Exodus 3:14, when Yahawah says I am, that's Ahaya, right? Ahaya. But that's not his name. His name he gives you in Exodus 3:15, right? He said, this is my name, Yahawah, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, the God of Jacob. Okay? Brother, it's only one Hebrew. I'm glad you in here, man, because maybe Yahawah had you come in here to get the true names, to get the real understanding. It's only one Hebrew. All right? When they talk about ancient Hebrew, Paleo Hebrew, that's the same Hebrew you're supposed to speak today. God didn't change the language. Yahawah never changed. They don't change what they talk up in the heavens just because the time period has changed. Just because it changed from being 400 BC to 2024. Okay? Yeah, Yiddish. Yiddish. That's why I corrected you, because what you got in your name is Yiddish. The E's and the U's. All right? And like I said, this is a real short. I just really got on here to correct, because I just went through, I was scrolling through TikTok seeing some BS. So it caused me to hit the button. I ain't had no lesson plan or nothing like that. But really just, you Israelites y'all need to really take serious. It's a serious thing, man. All right? You are really signing an oath. If you don't understand, when you come into this truth and you understand you a Hebrew Israelite, you are signing a life and death oath. You are basically saying that you will turn away, you will repent, and you will come into this thing, and you will serve Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. If you do the opposite, then you are signing your death certificate. All right? At the end of the day, I'm letting you know, man, you are signing an oath. So you got to, your elders, whoever your elders is, these weak ass elders, they not putting that into you, brothers. Because y'all got false names. Y'all not being diligent. Y'all calling on Yahusha, Yahweh, Yeshua, Jesus Christ still. Y'all not really understanding. If you really fear Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, you would be diligent. All right? You out your damn mind. Severed height. When will God repent? Boy, you out your damn mind. That right there is what I'm talking about. That foolishness. These type of people. Just simply foolish. Okay? Y'all try to talk to the Father any type of way. And when he takes your life, I guarantee you gonna call on him. When you on the edge of death, you at your last breath, you gonna call on him. You gonna say, God, why? All right? Now let's get a precept, man. Cause I've been ranting. It's been a rant. But we need to get something. And then I'm gonna wrap it up. Cause I ain't mean to be on here that long. Let me see, man. Let me see. It was just this false prophet, man. This dude, it's too many false prophets on here. All right. Let's go to Yahawashi when Yahawashi was with Pilate. Because Yahawashi stood on business, man. All right. John 16:28. Then led they Yahawashi from Caiaphas unto the hall of judgment, and it was early, and they themselves went not into the judgment hall, lest they should be defiled, but that they might eat the Passover. All right. Understanding they was being holy. All right. And these heathens they don't live holy. Okay. So they wasn't trying to be defiled. Pilate then went out unto them and said, what accusation bring ye against this man? And that right there lets you even know that these men hated Yahawashi so much, they gave him up to their enemies. We was under persecution of the Romans, right? But they gave Yahawashi over to the enemies. And that's the same spirit that these wicked jakes are in. They gonna do the same exact thing. We under persecution of, I'm just using my sword right here. We under persecution, because I left my phone in the other room. We under persecution of the Esau Edom, the so-called YT man, right? But you got sellout jakes, which are the Pharisees back in the same lot, that's gonna hand us over to these Edomites. That brother right there, he not taking the C-hip. Grab him. That brother right there, him and his whole family didn't take the C-hip, right? And they gonna try to turn you in. It's that same Spirit, man. Because, hey, the servant is not greater than the master. Some of us will go through exactly what Yahawashi went through in that sense. Maybe even to the point of death. Understanding that. Now we could pray that we don't go through it, because some brothers will not feel death, and be saved. All right? Apostle Paul was Benjamin. They thought he was the Egyptian. Benjamin. Yeah. All right. That's random, but good. Yeah, that's correct. He was a Benjamite, what you would call today a Jamaican, a Trinidadian. All right. So the Pharisees handed Yahawashi over to their enemy. Like some of these Negroes will hand us over to our enemies. Sellouts. That's what they are. They're sellouts. Okay? All right. Verse 30. They answered and said unto him, if he were not a malefactor, we would have not delivered him up unto thee. Then said Pilate unto them, take ye him and judge him according to your law. The Jews therefore said unto him, it is not lawful for us to put any man to death. Because they wanted the Romans to unalive Yahawashi. All right? That's what they were counting on. That's what they was counting on. Hey, King Matt, just be quiet with that, man. Don't you understand the scriptures? You talking about, his question is, how many people in here think they are part of the 144,000? Scriptures say not to make yourself of that number. Sit back, be humble, and be meek. The meek shall inherit the earth. All right? Don't come in a high-minded spirit. You can think whatever, but you don't even want to say it. Because what is that going to do for you right now? Is your doctrine 100%? Do you got that understanding? No. All right? Speculation ain't going to get you nothing. You can speculate about a job, but that shit ain't going to get you hired. This ain't no speculation live, bro. We teach the truth in here. Okay? Once again, man, that's why a lot of you brothers need to shut up and take notes, because you don't have order. In your soul, it's no order. That's why you act like a female. Okay? That's how women act. They just come up in here and just be talking. If you ever be around some women, they just be talking about bullshit. Okay? Why would you work out your salvation? Yeah, automatically you muted, bro. We ain't doing all that back and forth. Because the scriptures say work out your salvation with fear and trembling. So your question was, who in here think they are part of the 144K, but you don't even know the qualifications to fear Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, to work out your salvation with fear and trembling? You need to read the Bible, bro. All right? Once again, shut up and take notes. This ain't a nice live or none of that, because I'm already lit off of the shit I've been seeing on TikTok. Okay? Man, get the fuck... Sean, what is you talking about, dude? You about to get muted too. You listen to the brother too, I'm a one soy Israelite, he's really good too. No, the fuck he's not. He's a bug out. He wear dreads. Okay? And he speak against the elders. That right there, that's suspect. Man, look, like I'm saying, we ain't doing this shit. You muted too. You muted too. All right? Once again, going back to my point, elders, you need elders. What does that boy Amawan Soy deny? Elders. He don't got no elders. He denies the elders. But he'll call on Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Where'd he get that from? The elders. Where'd he get that from? Brothers that he saw teaching. Right? All right? You don't understand. Hey, I was listening to Elder Apostle Ricard last month, and he was talking about, brothers may get into it with each other in this truth, but the doctrine will never be broke up, right? as long as they not going off on the doctrine, right? Because you may get into it with a brother, whatever it may be. But when you start denying the elders, when you start denying the doctrine, then that's just that shit over. Right? So understanding that, and that's what that brother is doing. That's what he said out his mouth. He said, who the fuck is GMS? That's what he said. And we can't tolerate that. Because that's who taught you everything. That's how you created your little fake ass camp. That's why you see all these little weak ass camps like Genesis, Sakari, ISUPK, etc., right? They be coming out of the One West. Okay, now ISUPK they actually got a member that came up out of One West. So they're more, knowledgeable than a Sakari or a Genesis or a Sori or whatever. But the thing is, the elders, it's the reputation and the report. Because once the elders start teaching incorrectly, then guess what? The whole congregation is going to teach incorrectly. That's why IUIC is how they are. That's why ISUPK is how they are. With all the hip hop, the chains, the grills, all that type of stuff. You don't know if they niggas or Israelites. You don't understand. I can't figure it out most of the time. All right. IUIC, same thing with the dreads and all that type of stuff. You don't know if they niggas or Israelites. Okay? Exactly. Bishop Nate came out of One West, right? I think General Yohana came out of One West as well. But I could be wrong, right? But once again, what I'm saying is the report of those elders ain't so good. But the report of our elders is 100% strong, man. Through all of it. For 40 years, 30 years. They stood tall and they hit the streets. They don't got no church. They don't got no building. They ain't renting nothing out. All right? Let's finish this up. And then I'm going to get up out of here, man. I got to slide. All right. Verse 32. That the saying of Yahawashi might be fulfilled, which he spake, signifying what death he should die. Then Pilate entered into the judgment, hell again, and called Yahawashi and said unto him, art thou the king of the Jews? Now, the way that Yahawashi had to go, he had to be sold because of prophecy. He had to be sold. Let's see if we can get that precept. All right, John 18:32. The precept to that would be, 1 second. I don't see it. They got precepts here, but they don't got that. But I know it's a prophecy that basically says that Yahawashi had to be sold for 30 shekels. All right, basically. He had to be sold off. All right, and that's fulfilling the prophecy. That's why Satan went into Judas. Okay, now Judas afterwards, what did he do? He repented and then he hung himself. All right. But that whole ordeal was supposed to happen. Right? So let's keep it going. Pilate asking Yahawashi, are you the king of the Jews? Yahawashi answered him, saith, thou this thing of thyself, or did others tell it thee of me? Pilate answered, am I a Jew? Thine own nation and the chief priests have delivered thee unto me. What hast thou done? Yahawashi answered, my kingdom is not of this world. If my kingdom were of this world, then would my servants fight that I should not be delivered to the Jews. But now is my kingdom not from hence. Understand this. When Yahawashi comes back to claim his kingdom, which he's bringing, we going to fight for that kingdom. We going to be raised up as battle axes. We going to fight for that kingdom. Back in those times, it wasn't the time. That's why you had Sakari trying to fight, but it wasn't the time. What happened to Sakari back then? They got destroyed. It wasn't the time to fight. That's why, once again, you got a lot of brothers and sisters that don't understand the prophecies, that don't understand the scriptures. they misinterpret the scriptures and they take it a totally different way. Back then, they didn't understand, man. This the Son of God. This Yahawashi. But you couldn't see it when it was clear as day in your face, just off of his works. You look at a man off of his fruits. Yahawashi was doing all of this, healing, doing this and doing that. But you couldn't tell that he was who he said he was. Even after he said he was who he said he was, who he is. You couldn't figure it out. All right. I feel like you coming in sincerity, but we don't say Ashe. Ashe, that's fake. That's false. That Kemet, that Egyptology, that all of that stuff right there, that conscious, no, that Anunnaki, all that stuff is fake, brother. Iceman 5798. Okay? Just letting you know. The Bible is what's real. All right? Exactly. Yahawashi came in the volume of the book. It was spoke of from Genesis. From Genesis to Malachi. All right? It was spoke about Yahawashi. So he had to fulfill certain prophecies. All right? And I got to go, but, Lord willing, Yahawah Ratazah, tomorrow, okay, I'll try to do a breakdown on Isaiah, the 53rd chapter, because that's where I wanted to go from here. And really do a breakdown on Yahawashi. Man, we'll call it volume of the book, right? A lot of times that Yahawashi was mentioned back in the Old Testament, okay? Zebulon is in North Carolina. Zebulon is scattered all over, right? Zebulon is Guantanamalians to Panamanians. So Zebulon is they predominantly in South America, okay? I don't know who told you they in North Carolina. I mean, it might be some in North Carolina, but I answered this one question. Question, are white people saved? No. If they are not members of the 12, no. Only the 12 tribes, which you see right here, will be saved. Okay? From Judah to Issachar. Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. That's the only nation that will be saved. Nobody else will be saved. Now, it could be Israelites that are mixed in heathens that look like heathens, but they are not heathens. Their lineage goes back to Jacob. All right? If they are righteous, they will receive salvation. So you could be an Israelite understanding that, and you could look like a so-called YT man. You could look like a so-called Chinese or a so-called Japanese, right? So it's not about skin color, brothers and sisters. Don't think like that, all right? White and black is a construct created by your YT man. And that, I think white, that came around the, 1800s? Or maybe it was 1600s. White, yeah, it was like 1600s. White came around. It didn't exist before that. Before that, they was calling themselves what they knew themselves to be, man. Europeans, Portuguese. The whole time, and I got to go, but the whole time you look at them conquering North America and South America, what is it? The French, the Portuguese, the British, right? And the Spanish. So that's what they would call themselves. It wasn't no white people conquered nothing in that sense, because it wasn't nothing that existed to call them white. All right? So I'm white. Am I done for? You could be an Israelite. You don't know. What's your grandfather? What's your father? You have to look into your lineage. This person says Edom is not included. The mixed will be without the congregation is Ashdod, Zechariah. What are you talking about? What's mixed? Ain't no such thing as mixed. All right? That's another construct created by the so-called YT man. Nobody is mixed. Numbers 1 and 2, Numbers 1 and 18. You are what your father is. If I have a baby with a Japanese, an Amorite, then that baby is an Israelite. That baby's not no mix. That baby's not Blasian. That baby is an Israelite because his father is an Israelite. You understand what I'm saying? All right. We'll get it. We'll get Zechariah for you. And then I'm gone. This is the last one because I do got to go, man, for real. But like I'm saying, y'all got to come in. The point and the summary of this is you have to come in to this truth with the proper elders, with that proper foundation. Okay? This brother talking about Zechariah 9:6. And a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod, and I will cut off the pride of the Philistines. What is a bastard? First of all, you got to understand what a bastard is. Okay? A bastard is when an Israelite woman has a baby with a what? A heathen. That's what a bastard is. All right? At the end of the day. So you talking about the third generation will not be accepted. That's not true. Okay? Look, Blake Griffin. Let's talk about Blake Griffin. Okay? Blake Griffin, his father was an Israelite. If his father repents and gets right with Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, then his father can be accepted. If Blake gets accepted, Blake get right with Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, he can be accepted. If Blake Griffin's son, who is an Israelite, gets right with Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, he can be accepted. That's all three generations. Okay? So, but his son looks white. Because Blake's wife is white. She's an Edomite. You know what I'm saying? But but his son is still an Israelite because the father. Yeah, we probably got our signals crossed. I don't got my blue letter right now, so I can't look into it. But I was just breaking out what a bastard is. It's when an Israelite woman has a child with a heathen man. No, the book of Enoch is fake. Hey, but like I said, for the third time, I gotta go. Okay? Like I said, for the third time, I gotta go. You understand? All right, Khan. That's good, brother. Because, at the end of the day, you are what your father is. If your father is an Israelite, then you are Israelite. If his father's an Israelite, then you are Israelite. Perfect example, Kamala Harris. Right? They think she's an Israelite, but she's not. She's an Edomite. Because her father is an Edomite and his father is an Edomite. Okay? So that's a perfect example. Okay? So she's an Edomite. All right? Her mother's an Indian, an Elamite, but it doesn't even matter about your mother's side. You understand what I'm saying? All right, so to the east, facing Jerusalem, all praises be to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of the great millstone. Shalom to you brothers out there. Kwam Yasha Allah. This was done in the spirit and power of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rakakadash. I hope it was edifying. Salakia for the rant. All right, I hope y'all got some edification out of this. And summarizing is get a solid foundation, which is from the elders of the great millstone. Solid foundation. Don't just be watching anybody, because it's going to mislead you. It's going to throw you for a loop, man. Especially these people on this app, which is TikTok. All right. Shalom, shalom, shalom.